Hi, my name is Cheri, and you have stepped into my studio, Cheri's Cards. I'm going to show you a quick card today. It is using a new bundle that's coming in the upcoming 2019-2020 Stampin' Up! Catalog. So I'm going to use the set Sailing Home. It does have some dies that go with it, and I'm going to use a couple of the dies. I'm going to use, you may have seen, this is a tutorial, I should have pulled it over here, that's already on my channel. I posted it earlier this week. So if you saw this card, then you saw me use these pens. And these were already laying on my table. That's how I came up with this card. So this Sailing Home suite has some paper and some embellishments and stuff that go with it. This paper is actually the same paper that I used on this card. So it's not the paper that goes with the suite. But because I was using the pens, obviously it matches this paper because it's more the color scheme that went with this. This suite also has paper that goes with it, not the paper that goes with the suite. I like to mix things up a bit. I also tend to stamp whatever's laying on my table and then it gets moved. So sometimes my things don't necessarily go with, but that's okay, right? Because sometimes you may not have all of the elements either. So let's get going on the card. It doesn't take very long, especially because we've got some magic of television going on here. So the first thing I'm going to do, this is all pieces of shimmery white cardstock. I have two little scrap pieces, and then this one is 5 by 3, and then this is 4 by 5 1/4. Oh, and you know what I don't have? Hang on just a second, is my background piece. This is a new color, and it is Pretty Peacock, which is what the designer series paper is. And I realized I left that at my paper cutter. And this is the base of our card. And it's Pretty Peacock. So I'm going to use the pens. These are the ones I used the other day. This is filled with water and ink refill. So when I filled them, the water was maybe to here. I did it at about halfway. And then I added about 20 drops of refill that refill our pads. And the reason I'm using shimmery white is, one, because it's beautiful. And anytime you can use shimmer white, just do, because it's beautiful. But it also has a little bit of a coating on it, so it doesn't have any, like it doesn't pill or react when this water, because you're putting a lot of water on right now, reacts to it. And I'm trying to get like a sunset scene here. So that one was Terracotta Tile, and then this one is Rococo Rose. These are all in colors that are new this year. And then you want this to dry. So set it aside and let it dry, or if you don't have time for it to dry, you want it to be nice and dry, then use your heat gun, because your heat gun will dry it too. I did one on Facebook Live earlier. Where did I put it? So the one I did on Facebook Live earlier, I had a dry one for that, and so now this one's dry from Facebook Live. So then I'm going to use the stamps. I'm going to use a Pretty Peacock. And it comes with 2 sailboats, a little one and a big one. So the little ones I'm going to put on here. To kind of look like they're sailing in the background of our other boat, which is going to be the focal one. I did try the lighthouse earlier, you can tell because it's mounted on there, but I didn't care for it. So I took that off, but I haven't taken it off the stand. Then there's some tiny little birds. I'm going to put these in the background. They're like little seagulls. And they just add some texture, which is nice. And then I've got, oops, a little greeting that I've not yet stuck the sticker on. It says congrats. I'm going to cut that out. It's not going to work there. So let me do that again. Put that there. My husband just came in the house from cutting the grass. He does not know I'm filming. Then I need my other boat. Where did I put it? Here it is. I have them all mounted on lots of blocks because I've been stamping so much. Okay. So that's all the stamping that we need for this card. You could stamp the inside because there's some sayings that go with congrats, but I'm not going to do that. You can do that later if you want to. Okay, fold this in half. And this gets mounted here. And then we're going to use the Big Shot to cut out these pieces. So first I will do this.
Hey, you gonna call me now?
Yeah. Do this piece. And then I've got some scrap over here. Hopefully there's enough. Maybe not. I didn't look at my stash scrap here. This'll work. So our new dies have lots of detail. They're made by Stampin' Up. So you don't need anything special, like any kind of embossing mats or anything to get the embossed images through it. But you want to make sure you don't go speed bump. Make sure you go long ways through them. One pass through. And see, it gets all of the texture in there. And same with our little rope. I have ink all over my hands from all of the stamping I've done today. So see the nice rope? So now we're going to get the other piece of rope. And our boat. This the dies in this set there's some great dies. You get some rope and some anchors and a lot of texture. And you can see they just take one pass through. Here's some of the other ones. I've not taken them all off yet, but the seaweed and the wheel and the rope here, some of them are taken off, so they're not all on there. There we go. Okay, now for our main image, one little tip, you can see he's got some water. The boat, has some water down here, and I don't want it to be white water. So take the tip of this, and you don't want it to bleed. So just lightly. My husband's now making my espresso. He's my barista. We have a nice espresso machine. So it's my everyday treat. Okay, and then I'm going to take my light crumb cake, and again, it can bleed because it's just a dye-based ink. So just real quick, brush some color. But I just wanted the mast and the wood to be a little bit different color, just so it would stand out. But you don't want to color it because it will bleed. Okay, now we just need to put all this together. Told you it was a quick card. Get this rope out of here. I did a lot of cleaning yesterday, and it makes the chemicals make my hands bleed. Okay. So I'm going to take the two pieces of rope, just add my snail down those. And they're just for some decoration. I tried to keep this kind of a masculine feel card. So this rope adds some nice dimension without having to add any ribbon to it. And that's the end of my snail, because of course it's going to run out while I'm filming, right? And then they've got little, like the little marks in them, so I'm just going to leave one above each. So they're all kind of even. You don't want them to be perfect. It's better to not be exact. And I'll switch to my snail since I ran out of snail. Just mount this on here. The shimmer dries really pretty with the watercolor wash on it. And then grab a dimensional. For both your boat, here, your sailboat. And then one for your congrats. And you're done. I told you it was a fast card. You would have to wait for your watercolor to dry. And you can see I haven't added the words to these because I might make these thank you cards. But the watercolor wash is really pretty. So fast to do. And it's, again, the same color combination as a floral card, same paper, which doesn't go with either of the stamp sets. But just shows you that you don't have to have exactly what goes with a suite, and it can still be beautiful. So this makes me want to go out to the lake, up to Lake Michigan, and enjoy what looks like the ocean while you're on the lake. So everybody have a great weekend. Bye.